Guys, I don't want to be posting, but Bella has died.
I'm afraid I have some really sad news. Bella has passed away. I was there with her at the end, and it was as peaceful and comfortable as I could have hoped for. Bella was very loved, not only by me, but by so many of you. So I want to thank you for everything, be it the cards you sent in for her birthday, the many thousands of drawings over the years, or simply watching and being a part of her life. She meant so much to so many people, and I appreciate a lot of kids have followed her adventures too. So I want to say that it's okay if you feel sad. I'm incredibly sad, as are Ralph and Henry. If you wish to send in cards or drawings, I'll try my best to include them in a future video celebrating her life. I'd also encourage you to share your favourite memories and moments of her. In terms of a counterweight, I want something good to come of this. The Kitten Bella keychain is on sale for another 8 or 9 days, and I'm going to donate all of the money I would have made from it to the RSPCA, who Bella personally donated to on her birthday, and who I recently visited and met all their cats, dogs and other animals. The money will help care for them, cover their vet bills, and help them find new homes, and I think helping other cats is a wonderful legacy for Bella to leave. There is one last video I filmed which she has a small part in, which I'll try and put out in the next few days. So thank you, Bella, for 17 years of love, happiness and headbutts. We're all really going to miss you.
I could ask for these for my birthday. Well, anyway, I'm not here for just that video. This video.
Give them time and space. Last month, after 17 wonderful years, we sadly had to say goodbye to Bella. And whilst I'm overwhelmingly sad, I'm also beyond grateful for every moment I got to share with her. And that's what I want this video to be about. All the stripy, sprinkly, purry, playful, feisty and happy memories. And there were a lot of them. So let's start way back when she first joined the channel. When Ralph and Bella first met, they were introduced slowly and with a gate separating them to safely give them time and space to get familiar with each other. Needless to say, they both hissed, which is perfectly normal, and it was the first and only time I've ever seen Ralph hiss.
This was
But over the next few days, it was treats and toys in front of the bars to get them more comfortable. And before long, they were sharing the house and basically just ignoring each other. But then this happened.
This emoji.
I remember filming this and just being so excited and nervous at the same time. I was holding my breath and didn't move in case I spooked either cat. But Bella apparently approved because afterwards, they didn't exactly become friends, ever, but they'd happily sleep on the same bed and tolerate one another. I mean, sometimes Ralph would try to wind Bella up, like this. But for the most part, they got along. Ralph was definitely happy to have another cat in his life after losing his brother Tom. And even if she didn't always show it, Bella undeniably liked having Ralph around too. One of my favourite things about Bella was how little interest she often showed in the things I'd made. For instance, Bella loved sleeping on my pillow, so I thought I'd surprise her by filling the entire room with pillows. But no, she didn't care in the slightest and found her way back to stubbornly plonk herself on my pillow. Or when I built the first catio, I added colourful climbing grips to make it easier for her to ascend the ramp. But nope. She made it harder for herself and clumsily avoided them. She was even in the background of another video doing the same. I then built her an art studio and laid paw print pads out for her to walk on, but she skillfully tiptoed on the spaces in between. I bought an expensive high-tech scratching post, which she refused to scratch, built a cat fort out. By far the most asked question on my videos is why does Bella wear a donut around her neck? Well, she's got some really sensitive skin issues, which cause her a ton of itching and irritation. And when it gets super bad, she bites tufts of her own hair out to try and relieve the itching. You can
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask. Like, dude, can eventually Ralph will die too. And then he, of course, he'll just, you'll just get a new cat. Because he literally already got a new cat named Henry. Henry the cat.
Out of toilet paper, only for her to
Henry, are you a
prefer sitting under the
cheap
sink. Made catnip. Can you guess who I'm building out of Lego? I'll give you 3 hints. He's very stripy, has a best friend named Sir Sockington, and his name rhymes with Schmenry.
One.
Can you guess who I'm tea which she didn't touch? And even built her an entire mansion which she loved.
He's a
Actually ignored.
What's this?
He's a very tiny cat called Henry, with a great big appetite.
Including a working tap, which
Remember Bella.
I was certain she'd like.
Somebody drew some.
I recently set dominoes up around the entire house.
Who is your best friend in the world and is the end to me? Enter correctly, enter me. You are
Bella
my
was true.
are you content? Who is your best friend in the
Dunkin' Donuts used to actually sell a Dunkin' Donut, which you could dunk in your coffee using the handle it came with. But the donut was discontinued, and that's because the company didn't have a machine to cut this donut shape, and they had to cut it by hand. The donut was then replaced by a normal donut, with no handle. And even though people don't really dunk their donuts these days, you can still get them in only one place in the world, Singapore, where you can be reminded of the times when Dunkin' Donuts.
This is a Lego optical illusion called a lenticular mosaic. It's made using these tiny pieces called cheese slopes. And if I alternate
and then
columns of white and red cheese slopes like this, from the right it's entirely red, but from the left all white. Yeah, I'm alright, thanks yourself.
Yeah.
But what if I do this on a way bigger scale? See if you can guess what. Even as they were loudly toppling, Bella showed no interest at all. But by far my favourite example of her being strong, independent and just not caring came only in the last year, when I bought a set of cat stairs so she could get on the bed more easily. Bella had other ideas. She eventually tested out the bottom step, then jumped awkwardly to the bedside table just to avoid using them. Oh, Bella. By
Can you finish this?
contrast, when Bella actually did like something, she'd enthusiastically give it her trademark headbutt of approval. And there were quite a lot of these. So let's take a moment to enjoy a very headbutty montage.
Remember me,
That was King.
though I have to say goodbye. Remember me.
Oh my god, imagine if we had it in from one of these. Yeah, we got like a pass thing that lets us have infinite cats. But we will need to give them away. But we only keep like pregnant cats. And then but imagine if one of them looked like Bella. That could be Bella if she reincarnated.
Don't let it make.
But yes, luckily, Chris. Listen. The donut just looks so freaking cute. Wait, how do I add it? Oh, wait. I just gotta edit. Of course, flashlight. Dude, I'm finding the devil and throwing him into that lava.
My favourite headbutt, however, came when I was first building Spronkington, and she liked one particular building so much, I had to rescue it from her headbutting it off the table. Bella loved the outdoors, and so when she moved in with me and it wasn't safe outside, I built her a large catty...
Fucking thing ever. That Bella was just like... It's just funny.
Every morning, Bella wakes me up at the crack of dawn by scratching on the bed. I've never been able to film it because, well, I'm asleep, but here are the scratch marks to prove it. And just to point out, she doesn't scratch her wooden bed, only mine.
Oh my.
Of course, I don't blame Bella. It's perfectly natural for cats to scratch, and ultimately it's my fault for not providing enough suitable surfaces. So I want to build her something proper to scratch on. I also really want to build this Lego set. It's based upon the Daily Bugle newspaper headquarters from Spider-Man, and at almost 4,000 pieces and a staggering 82 centimeters tall, it's the Lego equivalent of a skyscraper. However, I'm not much of a Spider-Man fan and therefore can't really justify buying it. Unless I'm gonna combine the two and build a Lego skyscraper scratching post. I'll call it the Sky Scratcher. This way I get to build a cool Lego set, and Bella gets to become Catzilla, happily scratching away whilst looking like a giant monster. First, I got a large sheet of delicious plywood and rounded off the edges for the base of the scratching post. Next, I cut to size 2 wooden posts as uprights and screwed them in from underneath, as well as using brackets to further anchor them in position and join them together. And already, Bella was a fan. The joke's on you, Bella. I want you to scratch it. Well, not yet anyway. As for the rope, all the guides I read said to just use hot glue to hold it in place. From my experiences with hot glue, I can't really imagine it's gonna hold against the unstoppable force of Bella, but I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt.
That fucking emoji. That means you don't care. You just feel bad.
And that's it. It's kind of simple, and I could admittedly just stop there. But where's the fun in that? So it's time for the part I've been eagerly waiting for, building the Lego set. I'm gonna have to make a ton of changes and customizations, but I at least want the satisfaction of building it properly first. The building's already partially destroyed after being attacked by various villains I don't know the names of, and I can definitely incorporate this damage into my version, but the building in general isn't sturdy enough to survive a real Bella attack. For instance, the front panels are designed to be removed so you can view the interior, so I'll have to build it with them fixed in position, as well as attaching the building to the post itself for further stability. And so with great sadness, I took it all apart again, although kept the first floor largely intact, and screwed it down into the plywood base. So I've only built the tower one set of windows deep, so it should still give Bella room to scratch the post. From here I built upwards, using the basic design of the original, but ensuring everything was fixed in place more sturdily. I had to build the roof twice the size, to cover both the building and scratching post, and screwed down into the wood for extra support. Finally I added the last few details from the original, including the water tower, satellite mast, and the Daily Bugle sign. And it's done, half skyscraper, half scratching post. Hopefully Bella's gonna love it. Once again, I could admittedly leave it there, but I think it's very important that I also buy this Lego set, to make it feel more like a city rather than just one lonely building. And this one, very important. This one too, definitely this one. And if I've got the bank, we're probably gonna get bank robberies, so I really ought to buy the police station too. There we go then. I positioned the buildings on the plywood base, and connected them all together using Lego road plates. I had to make it 2 plates wide to give Bella enough room to roam the street, and after adding a few additional vehicles, minifigures and final touches, the city was complete. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an emergency news bulletin live from Lego City. There have been scenes of widespread panic today as a giant cat roamed the streets, leaving behind a trail of devastation and donut sprinkles. Initially believed to be a series of earthquakes, the beast's footsteps alone are wreaking havoc to infrastructure, as experts say it's on the hunt for breakfast. One witness told us how the enormous feline knocked her off a sun lounger, before proceeding to then steal her parasol. This giant beast truly is a menace. Others have described how they saw the cat headbutt an innocent tree before trying to break into the police station. Police were initially dubious of the giant cat claims, but upon learning of the equally giant donut around its neck, committed their full resources to apprehending the delicious baked good. But it was already too late, as the beast made its way downtown towards the Daily Bugle headquarters. Here, it reared up on its hind legs, and showed no mercy in ferociously attacking the skyscraper. Crowds were... My favourite headbutt, however, came when I was first building Spronkington, and she liked one particular building so much, I had to rescue it from her headbutting it off the table. Bella loved the outdoors, and so when she moved in with me and it wasn't safe outside, I built her a large catio to explore and get some fresh air. There was no hesitation or fear whatsoever when she went out for the first time, and though she may have hated the climbing grips, she could always be found asleep or sat out there. Then in my current house I built another catio, and despite Ralph's uncertainty, Bella was straight outside, inspecting every inch of my building work. I also use these tent-like tunnels to temporarily extend it, and she liked it so much, I ended up building a second catio with a permanent wooden tunnel to connect the two. Once again she was straight in, bravely exploring, and if I ever couldn't find her around the house, I could be sure that she was outside sunbathing. Even the final clip I ever filmed of her was her enjoying the great outdoors in these tunnels, and it was lovely seeing her remain so active and sprightly until the end. Talking of being active and sprightly, Bella could be incredibly playful and feisty, despite her age. She was always up for playing with toys, especially when it involved cheating at mazes. She loved watching birds on the TV, and in real life, and one time I tried using a feather to get a really cool photo of her, but she ended up looking inexplicably sad instead. But don't worry, there was lots more playing, with all manner of weird and wonderful contraptions. One of my fondest memories of Bella was just last year, age 16. but you would have thought she was a kitten with how playful she was.
Okay, I can tell that she's playful.
This clip of her head going round and round reminds me of when I built the roller coaster, and she'd watch the loop for hours on end. Now, as well as being indifferent, headbutty and feisty,
Oh my God.
Bella was very often quietly curious and content to just sit there and watch the chaos of the day.
Oh my
By far
God.
the best example of this was when I built a fully functional cat-sized piano, and she happily sat on every single key one by one, enabling me to edit it into a piece of music I called the Donut Dance.
Guys, I'm getting my throat to Dandy's will push. Because you see, guys, yeah, this is totally not my bedroom. Yep, Coco. Which was like, what the fuck, dude? Why does she not? Fucking tail fella. Like, what the fuck, dude? Coco Deluxe. Anyway, let's get back into the video. That's fine.
Similarly, when I filmed Cats in Squares, Bella had to sit in each of the 16 squares and pose for a photo, which of course she was more than happy to do. Then once again, she patiently sat amongst an army of cardboard cutouts in the hide and seek video, as well as willingly laid down perfectly camouflaged on a custom Bella blanket. She happily sat and posed when I legally made her Lady Bella, sat and posed for a selfie when I wired up a cat photo booth, and contentedly demonstrated the set I'd built for an optical illusion, as well as stood still as a statue for the portrait illusion. Another favourite of mine was a cloning machine, where I needed Bella to sit in tens of very specific spots so I could edit it all together, and she eagerly obliged, happy to be a part of whatever I was up to this time. Today is Ralph's birthday, and he's asked me to build him another Catio and tunnel network.
Happy late birthday, Ralph.
Today is Ralph's birthday, and he's asked me to build him another Catio and tunnel network. You see, a couple of years ago, I built Ralph and Bella their first Catio, and Ralph in particular loves it.
Okay,
So
so
for his
today he
birthday,
might be
he's
like-
asked for wood, cement, screws, paint, wall plugs, wire mesh, and staples. Plus gave me a very specific
Let me ask chat. Hey, chat. Chat.